Paloma Faith has always danced to her own rhythm, a whirlwind of bold colors, powerhouse vocals, and unapologetic authenticity that has captivated audiences for over a decade. Her latest milestone, 1 million Instagram followers, arrived not with solemn speeches or sponsored hauls, but with a flash of lace and a wink to her fans. In a close-up selfie that cheekily revealed a skimpy black lace bra, the singer struck a pose beaming with gratitude and mischief, turning what could have been a standard celeb shout-out into a masterclass in playful self-expression. "I've hit 1 million followers tonight," she captioned the post, her words bubbling with joy. "Just want to say thank you all, new and old." But true to form, Paloma toyed with expectations. "I did think I would thank you all by upgrading you to the more X-rated content like a celebratory pic of my boobs. But my management said it would cheapen the experience of getting this far, and I've never used my body to sell anything, so I've made a carousel of some of my personal career highlights." She sealed it with a promise: "Tune in for more silliness as we go along." It's classic Paloma, fierce, funny, and fiercely independent, using humor to dismantle the very industry that often objectifies women like her. This surge in followers isn't random. It's a direct ripple from her electrifying turn on the celebrity Traitors, the BBC One sensation that blends strategy, betrayal, and campy drama in a Scottish castle. Paloma entered the fray as a fan favorite, her larger-than-life personality lighting up the screen from the jump. But in a twist that left viewers gasping, she became the first murdered contestant, courtesy of her supposed best pal, comedian Alan Carr. During a tense episode, Alan, secretly recruited as a traitor by host Claudia Winkleman, seized a solitary moment in the kitchen. Tasked with poisoning a fellow celeb using the pollen from a black lily, he brushed Paloma's cheek under the guise of removing a stray hair. "You had a hair in your face," he quipped, his thumb delivering the fatal touch. Paloma survived the night, only to be dramatically carted off in a coffin the next day as part of a twisted prize-building challenge. The betrayal aired like a soap opera gut punch, with fans erupting in uproar across social platforms. How could Alan, her ride or die, turn the knife? Paloma's reaction was pure fire. On the companion podcast Uncloaked, she unleashed without filter: "These are like 3 of my favorite people that I was sure. I hope they never call me again. Bang out of order. Bang out of order. I feel really even more betrayed now. I feel betrayed by Jonathan and Alan." Her fellow Traitors, talk show host Jonathan Ross and singer Kat Burns, had voted for the hit, but Alan's personal touch stung deepest. The outburst resonated because it was so Paloma, raw emotion wrapped in theatrical flair, refusing to play the victim. She followed up with cryptic social media jabs, posting shadowy selfies with captions like, "Trust no one," and emoji daggers aimed at Alan's antics. Fans dissected every pixel, convinced the friendship was shattered. Yet, behind the scenes, sources clarified it's all performative genius. Paloma's sad to be out first from celebrity Traitors but is keen to carry on the game, one insider revealed. She's been making digs at Alan on social media to keep up the pretense that she's still a faithful at war with a traitor, but of course the pair are still incredibly firm friends. Both of them have been in the business long enough to know not to take anything in showbiz seriously. They're already plotting a debrief over drinks, laughter erasing the on-screen daggers. Paloma's traitor stint is just the latest chapter in a career defined by boundary pushing. Born in Hackney, London, to a Spanish mother and English father, she grew up devouring art, burlesque, and soul music, channeling that eclectic mix into her breakout album Do You Want the Truth or Something Beautiful? In 2009. Tracks like Upside Down and New York exploded with retro soul vibes, earning her Brit Award nods and a loyal following who adored her vintage glam aesthetic. Think red lips, polka dots, and sky-high heels. But Paloma's never been content with surface sparkle. Her music delves into heartbreak, empowerment, and the messiness of love. Fall to Grace, 2012, was a sophomore gut punch inspired by a toxic breakup, with Picking Up the Pieces becoming an anthem for the newly single. A Perfect Contradiction, 2014, leaned into R&B grooves, while The Architect, 2017, experimented with orchestral swells, reflecting her evolution as a songwriter unafraid of vulnerability. Her role in the Traitors amplified what fans love, that blend of vulnerability and verve. Viewers tuned in for the strategy but stayed for Paloma's unscripted zingers, calling out suspects with a mix of charm and cunning, or belting impromptu songs to lighten the paranoia. Being murdered first could have been a career bruise, but she flipped it into rocket fuel, gaining thousands of followers overnight. Her million-follower post wasn't just thanks, it was a curated time capsule. The carousel scrolled through triumphs: her Glastonbury set in 2014, where rain-soaked crowds sang along to Only Love Can Hurt Like This. The 2015 Brits performance, a feathered extravaganza that had Adele cheering from the stalls. Behind the scenes from Pennyworth, her 2019 TV turn as Alfred Pennyworth's love interest, proving her acting chops extend beyond music, and intimate shots from her 2020 maternity leave, introducing Sun in a world that often reduces women to their output. Each image whispered, "This is me, flaws, feathers and all." What sets Paloma apart is her refusal to commodify her body, a stance that's both principled and provocative. In an era of influencers hawking thirst traps for likes, her bra flash was subversive, a tease that pivoted to substance. "I've never used my body to sell anything," she declared, a line that's defined her ethos since bursting onto scenes in fishnets and fascinators. It's a philosophy rooted in burlesque roots, where tease builds tension without surrender. Fans responded in kind, flooding comments with fire emojis and stories of how her music soundtracked their own heartbreaks. One wrote, "Your silliness got me through divorce, keep flashing that light." Another, "From Traitors' betrayal to million-strong army, Queen energy." Looking ahead, Paloma's teasing more silliness hints at what's next. She's teased a new album, whispers of collaborations with rising UK talents, and perhaps more TV forays, maybe hosting her own chaotic game show. Motherhood has softened her edges without dulling her spark. She often shares glimpses of park picnics and lullaby sessions, balancing the diva with the domestic. Through it all, her friendship with Alan endures, a testament to her belief in forgiveness as fiercely as she wields wit. The Traitors' betrayal was scripted shock, but their bond is real ink, like the tattoos she sports from Wild Nights. As she hits this milestone, Paloma Faith isn't just celebrating numbers, she's toasting resilience, reminding us that true icons flash their hearts before their lace. In a world quick to murder the vulnerable, she rises, bra and all, ready for the next plot twist.